This podcast is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. Hi everyone, welcome back to our part 2 of the APTOS podcast.
Yeah, but I think so we talk about a little bit about the launch day, Alan. What were you there during the launch day of APTOS on 19 October?
Yes, it was a surprise launch, and then they were making jokes. There was only 4 transactions per second.
Yeah. So I also I managed to catch that surprise launch, and there people were saying like the transaction per second was 4, like you mentioned, and it was even lower than Bitcoin. And things did not really go too well for the APTOS coin itself as well. I think it was listed on. It went up on CoinGecko, and the price from around, I think, close to around $14. It dipped all the way to $9. Just in the first couple of hours that it went up on CoinGecko, and um, it settled down around $7.20. And as of yesterday, if I'm not wrong, I looked at it, it's about $9.20. But I think this morning when when I have a look at it, it's back to like $8.20 again. So I think in terms of like the coin trading itself is extremely volatile, just like many other tokens right now. But I think the promises that Aptos actually gave to of course theoretically they aren't reflected in the mainnet launch itself right now, which is a bit concerning, given the fact that they they have a world class team behind them. But of course, I think things should only go up. I hope things, and the one of the plus side I think we can look at is also with regards to like the number of projects launched on Aptos itself. Aptos was the surprise launch was on 19 October, which is about 9 days ago, based on what based on the our recording day today on the 28th October. And according to Aptos.systems data as of 27 October, there are about 302 Aptos ecological projects, including about 290 on the mainnet and about 12 testnet projects as well. And actually, this include like many different categories, including like the aggregators, including DeFi, including games, launchpads, NFTs, NFT markets, so on and so forth. And I think this is a very, very promising sign that a lot of people are building on Aptos itself. And if I'm not wrong, when I read a couple of different articles mentioning that this is only the start, and a lot of people. The exciting thing is that a lot of people are very active on the Discord um, of the Aptos Discord itself, and that's why a lot of people are willing to learn the blockchain and learn how to build on it. A lot of users are willing to learn how to use it and how to participate in the ecosystem of Aptos itself. So that those are actually the promising signs that I see.
So yeah, I mean, before you look at Aptos, I think we can summarize some pros and cons of the whole Aptos chain. I think on the pro side, Aptos is currently have a massive hype surrounding the project, and then there's a lot of big names backing it, from a lot of ex-Facebook engineers to one of the largest exchange in the world. Uh, and it's extremely active right now on in terms of community on Discord, with a lot of developers developing and learning how to use the blockchain. But of course, on the con side is on the start day there was a TPS was reported to be 4, which was slower than Bitcoin. And then there's a new programming language move, which it takes time for developers to spend time learning about it before they were able to start building on the Aptos chain. And finally, there were a lot of questions coming from the project's tokenomics, which seems to be very favorable to their VC and private investors. So is APTOS reliable? Well, I think the answer to this question can be differ from person to person. The right answer is we don't know yet, as APTOS is still very early stage of development, and we don't know for sure what the future holds. It might also be a situation where more adoption of the blockchain will lead to more development and improvement in the future. So an open mind is always key to uncovering new tech innovations, as always.
I think Alan really brought a very good point. Like with all new innovation, we need to have an open mind. Same with anything else that we see that is new, especially on the blockchain itself, because at the end of the day, we are still very early in terms of all these new innovations, and something that is groundbreaking, something that can change and make the entire cryptocurrency or the entire blockchain industry more seamless, and helps everybody in a wide scale. I think that would be most accepting as well. So yeah, I think that's all we have for today on the APTOS blockchain. I hope you guys at least learn a little bit and have some fun listening to us as well.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, and we'll see you all again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The information contained in or provided from or through this podcast is not intended to be and does not constitute as financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other form of advices. The information in this podcast is general in nature and is not specific to you, the users, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, be it financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented in this podcast without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory. You understand that you are using any and all information shared in this podcast at your own risk. You are solely liable for any losses that you may incur from investing, and in no event shall we be liable for any losses which may be incurred while investing. Trading of cryptocurrencies is highly risky and may not be suitable for the general public. All opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their own current opinions and do not reflect the opinions of ABCC. Participants' opinions are based upon information they consider reliable. ABCC does not warrant the completeness or accuracy of such information and should not be relied upon as such.